Welcome back to the
BAMZOOKi World Championship
Season 2. And you've reached episode 3, in which we are going to dive into Group C and meet the 4 teams competing for a place in the knockout rounds. We've got Team Andrew Eat My Shoes.
You've changed my name. That's not the name that was originally there.
Your name, the previous name was. We need to go more child friendly. We've got children in this competition.
Do we actually? Look up the previous season if you're interested, and of maybe over 50.
Team Andrew Eat My Shoes, the runner-up from last season, number 2 seed, sent in by our very own Devil Panda 555.
It is. It was indeed. It was a true Cinderella run last time.
It really was.
I have not seen any of these other teams' names before. Are they all brand new?
I think, yeah. So these teams are all brand new apart from yours. We've got 3 gyms and a B, Team Clifton Notties and Serpent Safari to round out the group. So let's meet the teams.
Well, I am terrified of newcomers because I have a terrifying fear of the unknown.
So the first team is sent in by the Clifton Notties, and so up until now, the name BAMZOOKi World Championship was kind of ironic. But this team, I think, is the first one sent in from outside the UK. This is from a team of school children in South Africa. So
is this true?
This is true. Shout out to Silver, Duncan and Matthew who made these Zooks.
I can't believe that.
I know, I'm so excited.
That's really exciting. I also can't... Okay, yeah, it's probably good you changed the team name to Eat My Shawls rather than Eat My undisclosed blank. But Creepy Crawly lines up the first of the Clifton Notties roster. Really creeping, really crawling.
Look at it, it's so cute, and the spikes in the back are kind of like wiggling around. Yeah, I love it.
I am always been a big fan of of cohesive aesthetics, and I like the lavery or the pattern theme that it has going on. Dave is the next Zook, starry-eyed, looking for a starry future upon the podium of the BAMZOOKi World Championships. Silver isn't silver. I have questions about that, but I like it regardless. It's tall. And I think that's going to be useful, clambering over things when that's a weakness that we've seen in previous rounds. And Trail 3.
It's got, the little waggly tail of that reminds me of like an excitable dog, albeit a very weird looking dog.
It reminds me of like a dog that someone would bring back and they'll be like, oh, look at my new dog. And then everyone's like, that's not a dog. But like everyone kind of just warms to that creature in a way.
Maybe dogs look different in South Africa.
Yeah, I've never been to be fair.
And their opponent in the first round is Serpent Safari, sent in by Serpent, who is someone who is known to me personally, so I'm also quite invested in how this team does.
Where do you know them from? If you may disclose.
It's my girlfriend.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, let's go into Safari then. Serpent Safari. What's the first creature we come across? First up, Colin. That's not a name of an animal, but it looks like a caterpillar. Is that the vibe of it?
I think it's a caterpillar. Yeah, it's Colin the caterpillar.
Okay, interesting.
But it's a beefy caterpillar.
Beefy caterpillar. Colin's been like hitting the gym quite a lot. Frog looks like a frog. Very self-explanatory. Moth looks like a moth. Different spelling of moth, but that makes it cool and edgy. Like
spelling crazy with a K and a Z.
Yeah. It's like pretty Gen Z. PLATePUSS. That's you.
That's me. I'm actually a member of this team.
Is that?
That's me.
That's you. That's you right now.
I'm running around. I'm wiggling my little butt.
No one realises, but this is actually what PLATePUSS. It's actually what you look like.
It's uncanny.
It's uncanny.
And the first contest is Zook Hurdles.
Zook Hurdles. Silver.
Great choice of the Clifton Notties. Look at that hurdling ability.
I think it's going to be. I see it doing well. Up against Moth. Meanwhile, Moth. The legs, it's got some ground clearance. I worry the pace might let it down, but maybe its wings will lift it up into the sky above all the hurdles.
What a move that would be.
That'd be incredible. Unique design if they was able to do that. Like in Robot Wars, if someone invented a flipper.
Yeah, I mean, that was revolutionary.
That was revolutionary, interesting. Or
Chaos 2 was the
remember
first.
in Robot Wars when they invented a self-righting mechanism? And Moth was, but that was a very interesting competition because Silver arguably flew into the air like Moth was intending to do, perhaps. And Moth simply tumbled at the first hurdle. Metaphorically and very literally. Look at this flight from Silver.
Look at that move from Silver. Like, I've never seen anything like it.
And slides across the line. Oh, is it a new BAMZOOKi World Championship record?
It is a new record, 4.66 seconds.
I think that's incredibly fast. That's going to be like the, when Like no one's gonna break like the 9-second mark in like sprinting. It's like that sort of thing.
The next contest is Merry-Go-Zook.
Trail 3 enters the ring. Why 3?
Presumably there were 2 other trails, but they didn't lead anywhere.
Colin enters. Colin, very sturdy. Not a tight turning circle. Actually, it's tighter than I thought. I could see either turning out well. Colin's already waiting down oh, that was a powerful knock from Colin.
Look at that.
Already knocked over. Very efficient. A strong and immediate win. Didn't even have to like power it up that much. In fact, Colin's just going for the world record right now.
Colin's making a serious attempt at the record here.
That booty shaken out is really adding a lot of power to staying in the middle because it's swinging back round into the centre. Colin's holding on well. What was that? Do we know the time of that?
It was just a bit less than Snow Warning's attempt earlier on, so that was nearly a record, but not quite.
A strong attempt from from Serpents, your dear partner, Serpents. It's 1-1. Mads Gills was also in 1-1, I believe.
Yeah. So going just as well so far.
Yeah.
As me.
We'll see how it turns. Interesting to see who gets the overall better start. Clifton Notty's also doing rather well. One victory so far. Zook Tag up next.
And we've got Creepy Crawly for the Clifton Notties.
Creepy Crawly.
Look at his little eyes.
Front-facing
that's
eyes.
so sweet.
Front-facing eyes, like a predator creature. And Frog, also front-facing eyes, like a predator creature, even though it's a frog. But I guess you get carnivorous frogs.
Yeah, this is one of those carnivorous frogs you've heard about from Jake Humphrey.
I've heard about them in the news. They're very dangerous.
Are they real?
Well, there are frogs that interestingly eat their own their tadpoles and young. I don't know if this frog is cannibalistic. Looks too nice to be cannibalistic.
It's slower than Creepy Crawly.
It's slower than Creepy Crawly. It does have, I think, a tiny turning circle. But Creepy Crawly's turning circle isn't weak enough that it's losing out on that. And its speed is much better than what Frog has over it. So the speed is getting a victory here. But oh no, that's a disaster for Creepy Crawly. I don't know if that's gonna be. That might be an issue because if Creepy Crawly's lead is not large enough, Frog can make up the allotted Zook Tag points, and there's a few in a row. Very fortunately, 4 in a row, very quickly, very succinctly. I don't know who won this.
Did Frog manage to pull themselves back into contention there? Well, they did. They managed to pull things back to a 6-6 draw.
We have never seen this before.
It's a draw in Zook Tag. Yeah, that is the first draw we've had in this contest. And there's a slight rule change from last series. So previously we just played 3 contests, that was it. This time we play until 3 contests have been won. We're 1-1 at the moment. We're going to play a 4th contest with the 4th remaining Zook.
The 4th remaining Zook. Anyone could win this then, depending on the contest. That makes it very exciting.
So the final contest, well, maybe final, unless it's another draw, is Dodgy Zook.
Dodgy Zook for Dodgy Dave. PLATePUSS.
It's me.
You're the linchpin for this situation. So if it doesn't...
Exactly.
So if Serpents doesn't get the win, it's on essentially your
It'll be my fault.
Yes.
Well, I was looking across to my right and I was looking at Dave and thinking, look, that's a quick start. You know, and I just don't have the pace. You see, I'm just like struggling. I've just got through. That hurts, by the way, when that door hits you. They really slam into you.
You should have hit the gym more. They don't allow platypus in there, unfortunately. They have a no creature policy.
A lot of gyms have a no platypus policy.
It's very cruel of them.
I could just see Dave crossing the line ahead of me. It's tragic.
You make it to the end, and I've seen a lot of Zooks falter, but yeah, very slow, waning towards the end.
I tried my best.
Clifton Notties win their first match, 2-1, against PLATePUSS's girlfriend. So, never have I seen a bunch of school kids take down a commentator's girlfriend in a much more eviscerating manner that has occurred today.
Our next match is going to be between 3 gyms and a B.
Oh no, they look terrifying.
This is look at the colour coordination on this team.
They look like they're no.
Apart from the B.
Yeah, they're called cowards, but they don't look cowardly at all. B2, to be or not to be.
Oh, is that what it's? Ah.
Is that the pun?
B2 or not B2?
Yes.
Well, that is B2. This is not B2. This is Gym 2.
Gym 2 or not Gym 2? That's the question. It's the question that's going to be answered by no. This is Gym 2, and Gym 2 is astronomically fast. Juggernaut Jim is truly a juggernaut. There's a lot of big Zooks in this competition so far, and that worries me, because none of mine were that big. I think I'm the opponents
You are the opponent
in this upcoming match, and Weird's Jim is got that ground clearance, good for hurdles. Look at that knee moving. It's like high knees. High knees was a thing we were taught in PE, and Weird Jim.
Weird Jim went to every PE lesson.
Every PE lesson.
Star student.
Weird Jim never pretended
Weird
to have
student,
the flu. Weird student. Weird student. Never showered, famously. Weird Jim.
And their opponent, Team Andrew, eat my shawls.
Team Andrew, eat my shawls. I actually genuinely don't remember who I put in here, but let's have a look. A can of soda. Once again joins the competition. That front flipper, very unique design, means it can clear stuff out of the way very well, which is good for surprising situations. For example, Zook Sumo.
Surprisingly good at Zook Sumo, if I remember rightly.
Surprisingly good at Zook Sumo. Marigo Zook, also surprisingly good at Zook Sumo. It's just a cube or two cubes of legs, to be honest. Nothing more to it. Tooth decay. This is what happens if you don't brush your teeth. This is what the tooth.
They start running around and competing in Zook contests.
They do. It's much more harrowing than people think. It's like gremlins. Don't feed them after midnight. Don't not brush your teeth after midnight. Tuna fish 2.
Tuna fish 2 or not to... Wait, no,
Tuna
that's
fish
not it.
2. There's a lot of 2s in this competition. Not a lot of 1s. Not a lot of 1s. Second the best. First the worst.
The first contest is going to be Zook Tag. And we've got B2 lining up for 3 gyms and a B.
Those eyes are very much sticking out the body. I hope that one of my Zooks can potentially poke them in the eye.
It looks very surprised.
Very surprised. Merry go Zook. Powerful creature. No eyes. Never surprised.
That's a secret.
That's a secret.
You can't be fazed by what's in front of you if you don't know what's there.
Learn a lot from ostrich sticking their heads in the sand, which apparently isn't a thing. That's a myth.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, here we go. Merry go Zook versus B2. Both incredibly fast Zooks. I worry B2 might be slightly faster, but Merry go Zook has a lot of strength, so it could push it out of the way. But actually, Merry go Zook is... I've forgotten how fast Merry go Zook is. Oh, what an astronomically powerful creation. Oh, but it's B is also very fast. It's Merry go Zook is pushing it out of the way, but it's the straight line speed. Oh, it's actually incredibly... I think they're exactly the same speed, potentially. Merry go Zook is the stronger of the two, but every time they have to turn around, it basically just comes to who was like in the better position going forward. And this, that was a good straight for B2. Oh no, that was 4 in a row for B2, 5 in a row for B2. Okay, this is not going well. B2's turning circle, I think, is slightly better than Merry go Zook. It started out exceptionally for Merry go Zook. Going one-on-one, there was like a lot of situations where Merry go Zook was doing well, and I think it lost concentration because now it's getting a few. Too little, too late. I think it's 14-6. Not good for Merry go Zook.
It was a strong start, though.
Strong start. Very close.
It was a surprise at the beginning. I think B2 just needed a moment to mentally just settle into the match.
Yeah. That was that's the first loss. I think last time I didn't lose a single round in the heats.
No.
And it's already gone to CAC.
1-0 to 3 gyms and a B. Let's find out what the second contest is.
Zook Cubes, the next contest. This would be Merry go Zook's perfect competition. I actually don't know who's going to be up next. This is not going well. Juggernaut Jim looks like they're a bit.
It's cubes. It's shaped like cubes. That was a secret that we found last time.
Yeah.
Shaped like cubes, you get through the cubes.
Tuna Fish 2, a bit of a wild card. It's useful for some events. I actually am worried about Tuna Fish 2's chances in here. Juggernaut Jim looks like he has a lot of straight line speed and is also very strong. But Tuna Fish 2 is a plucky young thing made of tuna. The sturdiest of all the fish. Biggest of some fish that we eat.
Biggest of all fish, smaller than tuna.
Yes. Well, that was a clear victory. Not bad from Tuna Fish 2.
Juggernaut 2 is a big fish in a small pond today.
These new teams are very good, and I worry that neither of us are going to get out of the heat.
It's a very real possibility. That's 2-0 to 3 gyms and a B. Can you salvage a point?
It was the first round loss for Team Andrew Eat My Shawls ever in a heat. So this must be, morale-wise, I'm not feeling good. I presume they're not feeling good as well. If only I was down there to give a team manager talk, but unfortunately, alas, I am here.
Well, I was also on a losing team, if you remember. I was on Serpent Safari team. I was the one that lost it for us, so I can tell you firsthand, morale, not good.
What happens if you have to go up against your own team in a future round and you knock out your team?
Look, you've got to do what you've got to do for your for your club.
It's a brutal game. It's a brutal game.
BAMZOOKi is not for the weak.
It's not for the weak. It's you gotta no emotions in this.
Zook Sumo is the next contest.
Gym 2, an emotionless creature for an emotionless game. Can of soda. But potentially good for Zook Sumo. Jim's looks quite strong, probably faster, but Can of Soda's front flipper could upend Jim. I don't think Jim would be expecting a front flipper design in this sort of event.
I think Can of Soda's undefeated in Zook Sumo.
And Can of Soda went up against some strong competition last time. Can of Soda goes underneath, flips over. Oh yes, Can of Soda once again leads the team into their into a victory in their star event. Look at that flip. That control from Can of Soda. They look unruly, but they have method to their madness.
Gym 2 just had no idea what to do there.
And we end up with a 2-2-1-1 ending of the group. It's not astronomically out of reach for Serpents or myself. I just want to see how the event plays out from here. But yeah, it's honestly no clear winners across all the groups apart from Shu. Shu is still terrifying.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and tune in next time and we'll continue with the group stages. See you next time.
See you next time.